say you live. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Thumb to all the brothers out there. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem to all the sisters out there. Priest and Officer 5,000 is rocking right here. I got Priest and Officer Katab with me, 500, and we are going to officially start the memorial, the blowing of the trumpets. All right, so go ahead and blow the horn. I'm gonna have you come up and state your registry. Jeff, come up and state your registry.
Ban Yahweh Ban Yasharala.
Mashah Ban Yahweh Ban Yasharala.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Thumb.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Thumb. On sign Christ. You're gonna come around. We're gonna blow the shofar again. So,
Yahweh Sharala.
Most High in Christ. Go ahead and blow that shofar. Gonna go ahead and grab the scroll. Christ. Alright, go ahead, Katab, whenever you're ready. Say a module first so everybody can understand.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat
Shemayim.
Kodash. Hayah.
Shemka.
Yahweh. Malakutah. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Asha. Baratazah. Kawah. Hayah. Bashemayim. Lakam. Cal. Yawam. Wasalat now. Kabawat now. Kasalat now. Kabawati now. Wala'ai now. Banasana one. Above. Awashai now. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Lakah. Amalakwa. Wa'ala. Wa'ata Parat. La'awalumyam. Amen.
Alright. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Akash the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua. Baba Kushah. The Thundernaut. Hakach. Larafa'ah. Kalmakalah. Kalmadawa. Hakach. Ratahar. Amatazari. Hakach. Lahakwayam.
Amathiam.
Hakach. Al-Rakawah. Hatama'ala.
Lagar
Ba'ashem Yahushua. The word Aman. In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
power to heal,
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to cleanse the leper,
the power to raise the
the
dead,
power to raise the dead,
the power against the unclean spirit,
power against unclean
to
spirits,
cast them out.
to cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahweh
In
Shah.
the name of Yahushua,
Thank you.
thank you,
So be it.
so be it.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah.
Wa Ma'aka Allah.
Wa Ma'aka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabia.
Matazabia.
Alawat Yahana.
Alawat Yahana.
Ha Alawapim.
Ha Alawapim.
Ha Sarunium.
Ha Sarunium.
Ha Kwatazayanium.
Ha Kwatazayanium.
Ha Kaya
Ha Kaya Yoyim.
Wa Ha Akwathian.
Wa Ha Akwathian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Tawada Aman.
Tawada Aman. In the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh,
And Yahweh Shah.
and Yahushua,
And Michael.
and Michael,
And the angels.
and the angels,
Commanding General Yohana.
commanding
The generals.
the
The
generals,
captains. The
captains,
officers.
the officers,
The troopers.
the troopers,
And the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahushua,
Thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ai.
Asha'ai.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharian.
Al-Haharian.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ai.
Yaba'ai.
Azariah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ashah.
Ashah.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalkai.
Regalkai.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shemalkai.
Shemalkai.
Hana.
Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashun. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shemarkai. Yahweh. Tazarkai. Al-Yah. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashemash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarkai. Makorah. Yashamar. Abnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'athka. Wabu'athka. Ma'athai. Our lung. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift my eyes unto the hill,
From whence cometh my help?
from which cometh my
My
help.
help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah
he that keepeth
shall
Yahshua
neither slumber nor
will
sleep.
not slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
He shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Dalayamaka.
Al-Dalayamaka.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thashakwat.
Wa'al-Thashakwat.
Al. Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awiyabika.
Awiyabika.
Yahmayawan.
Yahmayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amika.
Al-Amika.
Ya'amimwa.
Ya'amimwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayataya Watazu.
Wayataya Atazu.
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Amori.
Amori.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidu.
Wanakakidu.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala Yazakar.
Wala Yazakar.
Shum Yasha'ala.
Shum Yasha'Allah.
Awadah.
Awadah.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawatazu.
Nawatazu.
Labah.
Labah.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Auyaka.
Auyaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahawya.
Ahawya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashemai.
Ahawyam.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Magorian.
Mahagariah.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashak.
Palashak.
Am Yeshabi.
Am Yeshabi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Amai.
Amai.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawat.
Zarawat.
Labunya Lawat.
Labunya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalahum.
Aishalahum.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasayasa Ra'ah.
Kasayasa Ra'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kawashawan.
Kawashawan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayanda Ra'ah.
Ba'ayanda Ra'ah.
Hawa.
Hayawa.
Hayawa, Daman,
La'adama, Sha'athamu, Nadiyatmawa, Ka'arab, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabla, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kalnasiyakamu, Ashar, Amari, Nairashad, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayam, Sha'athamu, Kagogula, Kakwash, Lapanya Raraka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Hariyam, Kantaradama, Basa'irika, Wabasab Wapaka, Tabahalam, Mala'ai, Panyaham, Kwalman, Waibakwashwa, Shabaka, Yahweh, Yabashua, Waibahoya, Waikapari, Abadwa, Da'awa, Kayatha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Aliwan, Alkahai. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off, from being a nation, that the name of Yahshua may be no more remembered. They have consulted together, with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Japin, at the brook of Kaisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, like Zeb. Yea, or their princes, as Zebah, and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth wood, and as the flame set up the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, the Most High, over all the earth. All right, so Shabbat was mean to be seated. We'll be starting in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. You want to read or?
I read.
Sure.
Come.
Let's go. All right. Go ahead and get started.
23rd chapter, verse 1, sir.
Khan, you gonna take it all the way to 7?
All the way to 7. Come. I want come. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, beginning at verse 1.
In the Hebrew.
In the Hebrew. While you're at the bar, Yahweh, Mashah, La'amar, verse 2. the bar, Banaya, Yashar, Allah, Wa'amar, Wa'amar Rath, Allahum, Maya Adawa, Yahweh, Ashar, Takira Ayah, Atham, Makabar, Yakudash, Allah, Ham, Mawa Adawa, verse 3, Shashaf, Yahweh Yamah, the Aisha, Mala'aka, Mama Yawam, Hashabah, Ya'aya, Shabbath, Shabbath 1, Makarah, Kodash, Ka, Mala'ah, Ka, La'ah, the I Shawah, Shabbath, Hawa, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawa Shabbath, Yikakam, verse 4, Allah, Mawa I, Salakia, Mawa I, Yahweh, Makwada Ra, Badash, Ashar, the Kwa Awa, Atham, Bama wa I, Ma, verse 5, Salakia, Bakwadash, Haraish, Shawan, Ba'ara, Ba'aha, Ashar, Lakudash, Bayan, Ha'ira, Salakia, Ha'ira, Yam, Hasaka, La Yaha, Waha, verse 6, why become Shah, Ashar, Yawam, Lakawash, Salaki Lakodash. Hazaha. Hagar. Salaki Kaga. Hamamtazah. Wath. Laha. Hawaii. Shabbat Fa. Yama. Matazah. Waf. Tha. Kalawa. Verse 7. Bayawam. Hara Ashwan. Makwadar. Salakia. Makara. Quadash. Yahweh. Akam. Ka. Mala Akatkaf. Abadah. La'ah. Tha'ai Shawa. That's 7 verses, sir.
All right, Most High in Christ, before we go any further, make sure, we're going to give it a little time to make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe out there, because we have enemies out there that try to get us shadow banned. And you know what I'm saying? Liking, sharing, and subscribing is a part of pushing this truth. You know what I'm saying? Is no more longer just looking at the videos, man. Go out there, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So I'm going to give you a little time to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do that myself. Everybody can like, share, and subscribe real quick. Leave a comment. Alright. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into these scriptures. We're going to start at Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. We're going to start at verse 1.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto who?
The children of Israel.
Unto who?
The children of Israel.
See, this Bible right here is super duper plain and simple, man. You understand? Like the Lord said to speak unto the children of Israel, because this is who this is for.
That's right.
Didn't say speak unto children of the Edomites. He didn't say speak unto the children of the Ishmaelites. He didn't say speak unto the children of the Africans. He said strictly to the Israelites. Speak unto the children of Israel. Right? Read.
And say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts.
And the feast of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Like this was pertaining to us. All right? It's okay to be selfish with this thing right here, because this is our culture. This is not for every race. This wasn't given to every race. And you see it, the proof right here in front of your face. It said, speak unto the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? The Lord was loud and clear with that. If he wanted everybody to have this, he just would have said it. All right? Read.
Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
All right, so the 7th day, the Sabbath day. All right, Sabbath day starts what? On Friday sundown, all the way into Saturday sundown.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? No work shall be done in that time right there. And also, this is the very first feast day as spoken in the book of Leviticus. All right, keep going.
And holy convocation, ye shall do no work therein.
Right? So you should do no work therein. This day was a day of rest given for us. You know what I'm saying? A day for us to have rest without working, you understand, and not, you know what I'm saying, doing any type of servitude work. Meaning working for money, going out there working for your employer. You see what I'm saying? The Lord gave us this day for us to absolutely rest and use this day on whatever we would like to do. Right? Keep going.
It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
You shall proclaim in their season. So every single Saturday, you know what I'm saying, we that's our day of rest. We choose in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander Junior Yohana, we choose that day of rest, man, to go do the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We go out there and we teach. We give up our Saturdays, man, to go wake up our people.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
This is the second feast day that's in the Bible. In Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, it is the Passover, the Lord's Passover. You understand? This right here is a real big heavy one. We'll get into it, read.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. So
to give a little sum up about Passover, it was a day where the Lord unalived all the Egyptians, the firstborn of the Egyptians. He unalived them for us so we can get out of the captivity of Egypt. That's how we got freed from that place. All right, that's what the Passover is about. The Lord wanted us to keep those traditions, to always remember how he got us up out of captivity under the Egyptians. All right, go ahead.
7 days you must eat unleavened bread.
And then after that was the Feast of Unleavened Bread. When the Egyptians decided to kick us out of the land, we had to move with haste. We had to move. We had to get out of there. We didn't have time to bake the bread. We didn't have time to put leavening in it. So we had unleavened bread. And the Lord said to eat unleavened bread for 7 days.
That's right.
The reason he said to do this, so you can remember what we had to go through and remember the times of the Passover when we was coming up out of Egypt. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 7. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
All right. All right, Most High in Christ, clap it up. We'll go right back into the Hebrew. You understand? You can get down. Go step down.
I was trying to get set up.
No sweat. Go ahead. We're gonna call up the next priest. Why you come on? State your registry, brother. Awadya, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala. Yabashim Yaw Shabrakata. Come on, man. Alright. I'll go into the Hebrew text. Wanna read it? Good to go? No sweat. And this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 8 in the Hebrew. Waikabath, Ashar, Layahawa, Shabayath, Yum Yum, Bayawam, Ashabayawa, Marakwa, Quadash, Kal, Malakath, Ibadya, La'ah, Tawashah. Verse 9. Wa Debar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amor. Verse 10. Debar, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Wa'amarath, Alahayim, Kaya, Tabawa'a, Al, Harataza, Ashar, Anya, Nathan, Lakam, Wakwa, Tazarayim, Ath, Quatazah, Yara'ah, Wahaba Atham, Ath, Amor, Ra'ash, Ya'ah, Quarters of Uriakim, Al, HaKahan, verse 11. Wahan Yapa, Ath, Hamor, Lapunya, Yahweh, Lapa, Slakia, Larata Zun, Ka'am, Mama Karath, Akabath, Yanya, Panwa, Hakan, verse 12. Wa'ash Yatham, Bayawam, Hana, Pakam, Ath, Hamar, Kadash, Yum, Bun, Shanath, Yawa, La'oya, Layahawa, verse 13. Wamanak with Yah, Shanya, Ashar, Nayum, Salath, Ba'al Wala, Ba'ashma'an, Ashar, Layahawa, Rayak, Nayak, Ka'ah, Wansaka, Yayan, Rabiath, Hayawan, verse 14. Walakam, Wakwe, Slagit, Wakwa, Laya, Rakam, Raka, Ramallah, La'a, Dakawa, Id, Atazayam, Ayawam, Hazaha, Id, Abak, Yakam, Ath, Quadabun, Alahayakam, Kakwath, Awalam, Ladakwath, Yakam, Bakar, Mashabayathakam. That's up to verse 15 in Hebrew. We're going to go ahead and get it. That's how in Christ. We're going to go ahead and get it in the English text.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days.
Read.
In the 7th day is a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Keep going.
Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
All right, so this is the fourth high holy day that's spoke about in the Bible. So we just spoke about the Sabbath service, the Passover, the Feast on Unleavened Bread. Now this right here is talking about the Feast of First Fruits. All right, so it's a time where we picked our first fruits and we gave it unto the priests and they blessed it. All right, keep going. Verse 11.
Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
And they was waving the sheaf, you know what I'm saying? and it was more so the priest going to the Lord for you. All right. Say if you've done something you wasn't supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? You go into the priest, you get that offering up, and they wave it before the Lord for you. All right. Keep going.
Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheep and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
So a he lamb without blemish, and one of your best lambs, you're going to offer it up to the Lord. All right. Keep going.
Verse 13. And the meat offering therein shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor, and the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of a hin.
So it's telling you in this feast right here, you're going to fry that meat. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put it in fine flour, mingle it up, fry it real good in the oil. You understand? And also you're going to have a drink offering. All right. What is that drink offering? Wine, alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Some good strong drink. Good grown-up drink, I should say. You understand? That right there you bring to the feast day. Okay, keep going.
Right. Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn nor green ears until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
So it's telling you, before you eat bread, before you eat any corn, green ears, or anything like that, you got to bring that offering before the Most High first. Bring that offering before the Lord first, before you even decide to eat anything. Bring your offering to the Lord, man. You understand? Keep going. That's it on that, right?
Kind of want that.
All right. Don't sweat. We can go on. Call up the next priest. Yeah. You good? Oh, Most High in Christ. All right, we're going to go into the scriptures. We're going to go into Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and verse 15 in the Hebrew. Wasaporatham, Lakam, Mama Karath, Hashabath, Mayawam, Abayakam, Ath, Imar, Hath, Nawapah, Sharai, Shath Thawath, Yum, Taha, Ya, Yanwa, verse 16, Id, Mama Karath, Ashabath, Ya'ath, Tasapara, Kam Shayam, Yawam, Waha Sapar, it's like it, Waha Sakwa, Raha Kwabathium, Manakah, Kabdashah, Layahawa, verse 17, Mama Washah, Mama Shabbath, Yakam, Tabyawa, Lakam, Dunwapa, Shat Yawam, Shanya, Asharan Yawam, Salah, Daha, Yayanya, Kam Taza'ah, Tapa, Yanawa, Bak Rayam Layahawa, verse 18. Wako, it's like it. Waha Prabayeth Al Halakam Hashabayeth Kabrath Ya'am Thum Yam Slagit Thum Yama Banya Shana Wapar'ah Bun Bakar Akkad Wa'ayalam Shanyam Yahweh Allah La Yahweh Waman Kayatham Wanasath Kayahum Hasha Rayak Naya Kaka Layahawa, verse 19. Wa'asha Yatham Shaya'ar Azayam Akkad Lakatath Washanya Shabashyam Banya Shana Lazabak Shalomyam, verse 20. Wahan Yapa Hakan Atham Al Lakam Habak Rayam Danwapa Lapunya Yahweh Al Shanya Kabashyam Wadash Yahayawa Layahawa Lakawan, verse 21. Wakarathium Batazai Slagit Batazam Hayawam Hazaha Makara Kodash Yahayawa Lakam Kal Malakath Ibadya La'a Tashawa Kakwath Awalam Bakar Mawashabatyam Ladar Dayawam. That's up to verse 22. We'll go ahead and go into English.
Kind of. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morning, from the morrow, Salaki, after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete.
All right, so 7 Sabbaths, 7 weeks. All right, this feast day gonna go for 7 weeks. All right, keep going.
Verse 16. Even unto the morrow, after the 7th Sabbath, shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord.
So after those 50 days, you're going to offer a new meat offering unto the Most High. So this right here is a long feast day that we have. It's in our tradition. This is in our culture. All right. You know, you're just not a black person. You're just not what they told you to be an African American. This right here is your actual true history. Your true history relies right here in the Bible under the Most High. You understand? Keep going.
Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baking with leaven They are the first fruits unto the Lord.
All right, so you're going to bake some fine bread for the Lord as well. Keep going.
And ye shall, verse 18, and ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
Okay, keep going.
With their meat offerings and their drink offering, even an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord.
So not only that, you're gonna have lambs, you're gonna have bullocks, rams, like all of these meat offerings is beautiful. This is some real good meat, man. The Lord is saying to have a glorious feast, right? And the feast of first fruits. Okay, keep going.
Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for the sacrifice of a peace offering.
All right, so the first sacrifice is going to be of a kid or the goat, so a baby goat. You're going to sacrifice that for a sin offering. All right, say if people did something that was against the law, this is what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? For your sin, you had to unalive a baby goat. Get what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord.
All right, and the priest is going to wave it before the Most High. All right, meaning this is going to be approved by the priest. This was their job. At this time, it was the Levitical priests. All right, the Levites, they could go to the Lord. They could go to the Most High and be a lawyer for you. All right, keep going.
With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy to the Lord for the priest.
All right, keep going.
Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the selfsame day that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
So this right here was going to be a statute forever in all our dwellings. It's still speaking about the Feast of First Fruits. This was something that we're supposed to keep in our traditions forever. All right. All right, we're going to go to the next one. We're going to go back into the Hebrew. We're going to go into the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 22 in the Hebrew. Wabakwa Tazakum Wataza Yara Arataza Come La'a Dakala Pa'ath Shadak Bakura Tazarak Walakwat Quatazarak La'a Dalakwat La Anya Walagar Tazar Atham Anya Yahweh Alahayakum. Verse 23. Wadabar Yahweh Al Mashah La Amar. Verse 24. Dabar Al Banya Yasha Allah La Amar Bakadash Hashabaya Ba'akad Lakadash Yahayaha Lakam Dab Shawan Zakar Ra'an the Ra Ra'ah Makara Kodash. Verse 25. Kal Malakath Ibadya La'ah Dashawa Waha Quadabath. It's like it. Quawabathium Ashar La Yahweh Verse 26. Why Debar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amar. Verse 27. Ak. Ba'ashar. Lakadash. Ashabaya. Hazaha. Yawam. Akapayam. Hawa'ah. Makarah. Kwadash. Yahayaha. Lakam. Wahan Yatham. Af. Napash. Thayakam. Waha. Karabathium. Ash. Ashah. Layahawa. Verse 28. Wakar. Malakah. La'ah. Ashawah. Ba'atazayam. Hayawam. Hazaha. Kaya. Yawam. Makarayam. Hawa'ah. Lakapor. Let's see. Ayakam Lapunya Yahweh Alahayakam. That's up to verse 29. We're going to go ahead and get that in English.
Leviticus 23 and 22. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest.
Read.
Neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor.
Keep going.
And to the stranger, I am the Lord your God.
So basically what the Lord is saying, to sum this up right here, he's saying when you go to reap your harvest, your garden, or anything that you go to plant, you understand, don't take it all. You know what I'm saying? Don't reap all of it and falleth off the ground. Don't take all of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All of it, like being greedy. You see what I'm saying? He says we have a law to leave that to the poor. Leave it for the poor. You understand? Go ahead, Mashai, you had something? Go ahead, brother.
You have to imagine you have a big garden across the street. Outside of the garden, roads closest to the street. Don't take from that. Leave them for the poor. So when they're walking by and they're hungry, they can just reach over there and get it. Just like the outside roads of the garden.
Damn right. That's absolutely excellent. You understand? Unlike the oppressor not going to ever do anything like this. The oppressor wants you to starve. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to never eat. He's going to charge you for all of your fruit. You understand? He's going to charge you a high price for all of your fruit, all of your vegetables, everything that you need. The Lord in our kingdom, once Christ establishes his kingdom and he comes back, it's not going to be like that. You understand? Christ has a law to where the poor gets fed. You understand? Keep going.
23. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the first day of the month, ye shall have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of the trumpets.
You should do what? Have a Sabbath.
Have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of the trumpets, and holy convocation.
And this right here is what we actually in. Today is the Sabbath day. You understand? And today falls on the day of the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. You understand? And the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets is a heavy, heavy day. All right. This is how we understood what was going on. This was an alarming system for Israel, especially around those times. Like around those times is how we warned each other of anything. When we go to war, when it's time to leave and go to another city, you understand? These are the things that was done in the past. We blew trumpets to sound an alarm for us to know what is going on. You understand? This is what the blowing of the trumpets is for. And the Lord he wanted us to keep this tradition. All right. Not only was this done in the past, but when Christ returned, there's going to be a trumpet sounding. Right. It's going to be a blowing of a trumpet sounding. And that's something that we know in here that our king is going to return. We're going to hear that big old alarming sound. Everybody else would be scared of it because they never paid attention to the truth. They never paid attention and wanted to learn. And they looked at us like we was crazy and like we was foolish. That day, man, they're going to have a big old smack in the face. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 25, ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Keep going.
26, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there should be a day of atonement.
All right, so before I even go any further, I'm going to pull just a couple of scriptures just to clarify what I was saying about the blowing of the trumpets. And the first scripture I do want to get, we're going to go into the book of Psalms, chapter 81 and verse 3. Yep, go ahead.
Psalms chapter 81 and verse 3.
Come on, brother. Got it.
Blow up the trump, so I can blow up the trumpet in the new moon in the time appointed on our solemn feast day.
So this was one of our cultures. We had to blow the alarming sound, that trumpet, for our feast days. You understand? And this new moon, what it was talking about was the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. Okay, so this right here is just going to show you how we use the trumpet. Just a good scenario. Okay, and we also going to take me to 2 Kings 9 and 13.
2 Kings chapter 9 and verse 13. Then they hasted and took every man his garment and put it under him on the top of the stairs, and blew with trumpets, saying, Jehu is king.
All right, so this is another good example of showing how this trumpet is used. Why do we use trumpets in our nation? Okay, again, this is an alarming system and a tradition that we kept, you know what I'm saying, under the Lord and what our people did. All right, this is something that we always was to keep forever. All right, we didn't grew into a bigger nation, so we no longer do this thing and blow trumpets anymore to make sounding alarms. But the Lord always wanted us to keep this so you can remember our traditions. All right, especially in the times like now, how we under captivity in America. You feel me? We would have even learned these things or knew this was a part of our tradition, because everything we was robbed out of. We was robbed out of all our traditions anyway. So the Lord always told us to keep these things. That's why it's a good and beautiful thing to come into the school so you can learn your culture. You learn who you are. You learn your traditions, like the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets, and why it's important to keep this. All right. I got one more scripture. We'll go to, let's see, we're gonna go to 2 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 28.
Second Samuel chapter 2 and verse 38. 28, right. So Joab blew a trumpet, and all the people stood still and pursued after Israel no more, neither fought they anymore. Okay,
so this is a time of when they was using the trumpet to alarm everything, to stop a war. All right, trumpets is used to go to war, leave cities, stop wars, feast days. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was the big ultimate alarming system that we used in our tradition, in our culture as Israelites. This was our alarming system. You know what I'm saying? Ordained by the Most High. The water, brother. I appreciate that. You understand? And also, I want to go over this right here. Go to Ezekiel. Go to the book of Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter. You can let me see. You could actually start at you could start at verse 1. We could start at verse 1. Ezekiel 33 and verse 1.
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 3. When he sees the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
All right, so that's one of our main objectives and jobs here in the truth as a priest and a prophet of God. What we do, man, we go out there in the world and we alarm our people. We are that trumpet. You understand? Every single time you step out at camp, every single time you go and you tell a brother, man, about their culture and you waking people up, you are actually blowing a trumpet, a sound and alarm for them. And this is what the Lord, this is what we got oil over our head and what was ordained to do. It was ordained to do this thing, man, and go out there and to be an alarming system for the Lord, man, to wake up the Israelites, wake up their culture, right? Keep going.
Verse 3,
verse 4. Yep.
Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be on his own head.
Nah, you can go out there, you can tell people, hey man, you might want to stop celebrating Christmas. Hey man, you might want to stop smoking cigarettes and weed. You might want to put all those things down because of your bloodline. You are an Israelite. So you might want to take your bloodline a lot more serious than you can even imagine, because the Lord is watching you. You know what I'm saying? And us as priests, that's our job to do that. Our job is to go out there and heal the sick like Christ did. You understand? We are ordained to do that. So with that being said, if they choose not to listen and they get cancer, that judgment is going to be upon them. And that blood is going to be upon their own head. You know what I'm saying? It won't be something that you're accounted for when you're doing your job. You're doing everything you're supposed to do, right? Keep going.
Verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
But you're going to have some brothers and you're going to have some sisters that's going to listen to what you say, and they actually going to change their lives for the Most High. They're actually going to change their life for the Lord. All right. And that's the soul that going to get saved. Right. Keep going.
Verse 6. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet.
Now, if the watchman do what?
Blow not the trumpet. And the people.
He said if he see the sword come. And he see, man, that you absolutely destroying your life. You know what I'm saying? And you just sitting there and you just going to let this person destroy his life. Knowing that you could just tell them, like, you know what I'm saying? Have some brotherhood and just be like, brother, you know what I mean? Don't stop doing this. Stop going against the Lord, man. You should try to be obedient to the Most High. Instead of just seeing a brother fall, you help him. You tell him. You be that alarming trumpet that he needs to wake him out of his troubles, right? Now, if you sit there and you just watch somebody fall, knowing that you could have helped them and saved them, keep going.
And blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned.
Right.
If the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity.
He is what?
Taken away in his iniquity.
That person gets unalived by the Most High. He gonna be taken away in his sin. He gonna get taken away in his own iniquity. Right. Keep going.
But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
But his blood here required at who?
The watchman's hand.
The Lord is going to require that soul that you could have warned. He going to require that blood upon his watchman. And that's why it's so important to understand your job, man. You know what I'm saying? Your priestly duties. This is a beautiful honor, man, to serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And do the work of the Lord and go out there and be brave in a world, man, that black people is not known for being brave for. It's a beautiful thing to do that, man. You understand? And you just gotta uphold that thing, man. You wanna uphold it.
I'm right.
All right. And we're gonna go back on track. We're gonna go back into the book of Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. We're gonna continue on. Con, go ahead.
It shall be a holy convocation when we start at the top.
Let's start at 27.
Also, on the 10th day of this 7th month, there should be a day of atonement.
Hold on, Salakia. Got it. Start at 26. Salakia about that. 26.
Verse 26, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, on the 10th day of this 7th month, there should be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, offering an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Okay, so this is the day of atonement, which is still in this same month. This is I believe it's gonna be the next one. If I'm not mistaken, the day of atonement is either the next one or the next one after that. But in this specific day is a day where you fast. Okay, it's a specific fast that you go on. You don't eat, you don't drink anything. You understand? For a full 24-hour period. Okay, it's a day that you afflict your soul. What does it mean to afflict your soul? To suffer your soul. You know what I'm saying? To make your soul go through something. Make your flesh go through suffering. How do you make your flesh go through suffering? By doing something that you fleshly would like to do in your daily day. Eating is one of them. You know what I'm saying? And drinking is one of them. Those two things that you need in life. The Lord wants you to afflict yourself in that time, for a whole 24-hour period. Okay, now if you got ailments, you're pregnant, or you know what I'm saying, you got a ailment, a disease where you need to eat, go ahead and eat. But by any means, if you don't have those ailments, you clear to do it, this is a day for you. Also, this is not a day for kids to do. Kids are exempt from this as well. All right, go ahead.
Verse 28, and ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
So it's a day that you afflict your soul for the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to afflict your soul for all the things that you have done, you knew that you shouldn't have done in your life. The time where you humbly come to the Lord. Not only you humbly coming to him, you showing the action behind it by giving up food and drink. Right? Keep going.
Verse 29, for whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people.
Now this right here is a law, right? And this law is whoever was an Israelite, well, you know what I'm saying, in our culture, if you did not afflict your soul, you would be cut off from your people. You'd be cut off from the land. You understand? If you chose to, on the Day of Atonement, you chose to ignore it. Or you thought it wasn't serious, or you know what I'm saying, it wasn't something you could have just rolled by a regular old day. The Lord was gonna make you suffer for it. He's gonna get cut off by your whole nation. All right, that's the law right there. Okay, is that in on that? Okay, we're gonna go into the Hebrew. We're gonna start at verse 30. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 30. And it's like it. Qatar, would you like to read? Up to you, brother. Go ahead. Start at 30. Let me see.
Wakal, Hanapash, Ashar, Asha, Tal, Malachi, Ba'itazam. Hayayum. Hazaha. Wahabataya. Ah. Hanpash. Aha wa'a. Wakraba. Ma kwaba. Salakia. Aima. 31. Cal. Malakah. La'ah. La'aishawa. Kakwa. Iwa. Awalum. Ladara. Salakam. Bakal. Mashab. Sayakam. 32. Shabbat. Shabbat 1. Hayawa. Lakam. Wa'ai. Nayathum. Ah. Pash. Sayakam. Bathasha I. Lakadash. Ba'arab. Ma'ai Rabah. Ida. Irabah. Basha Bathwa. Sabath Kum 33. Wayadabar. Yahweh. Al. Mashah. La'amar 34. Debar. Al. Bunya. Yasha'al. La'amar. Bakam Shah. Ashar. Yawam. Lakadash. Hasha Ya'ir. Hazahah. Gag. Asa Kawat. Shaba'ai. Yum. La Yahweh. 35. Bayawam. Ha'arashawan. Makwara. Kodash. Hal. Malakah. Abadia. La'ah. La'aishawa. 36. Shaba'ai. Yum Yum. Sequar. Yabwa. Yabawa. Salakia. Asha. La Yahweh. La Yawam. Hashem Yamyah. Makawah. Kodash. Yaha. Yaha. Lacham. Wahakwar. Bathum. Asha. La Yahweh. Atazar. Atazarath. Hiawat. Cal. Malachi. Abadia. La'ah. La'ai Shawah. Verse 37.
All right, that's it on that. Stop right there, right? No, go ahead. Read 37.
Alahai. Mawa'ai Dawah. Yahweh. Ashar. Sequar Arwa. Athum. Mukwar Ara. Ayah. Kodash. Lahakwar Yah. Asha. La Yahweh. Ilaha. Wama Nakah. Zabak. Wanasa Kayum. Debar. Yawam. Waya Yumwa. Verse 38.
All right, gonna go ahead and get into English. Leviticus 23 and 30.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people.
All right, so if you was to do any work on the Day of Atonement, after the Lord said not to do it, the Lord was going to punish you. The Lord was going to deal with you directly. All right, keep going.
31. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generation in all your dwellings.
All right, so it's going to be a statute forever, meaning it's never going to stop. All right, and it's throughout all our dwellings. So this thing is always going to be mandatory. Is what the Lord expects us to do. All right, he holds us accountable for this because our fathers made an oath to the Most High to be his people. And in that exchange, the Lord gave us rules, what we should do and how we supposed to listen to him. All right. And if those rules get broken, it's punishments and repercussions beyond those rules because it's laws. You know what I'm saying? It's laws that govern your lifestyle, your life, how you live. All right, keep going.
Come on. 32. It should be a Sabbath. It should be unto you a Sabbath of rest. And ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even, ye shall celebrate your Sabbath.
All right, so from evening, from sundown to sundown will be the period of time where you do not eat or drink. It will be the period of time where you afflict your soul. Okay, keep going.
Verse 33, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord.
Keep going.
Verse 35, on the first day shall be a holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work therein.
So the next feast day after that will be the Feast of Tabernacles, which is also known as the Feast of Booths. Go ahead, because no, this is for you to afflict for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You have you something to eat, have your regular old meal, then you just get straight to it. You get on in there, man, and you handle that like a G. You know what I'm saying? You get in there, you handle those afflictions and everything, okay? And you treat it like it's a normal day. You know what I mean? You go in there, you handle that. You gotta go to you don't want nobody looking at you and being like, are you suffering? Are you okay? You don't even want that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord wants you to afflict your soul, okay? And then it tells you in the Bible, and it speaks about fasts. It tells you to never tell people, you know what I'm saying, to put it on a big old tray like it's some big thing to tell everybody, like, oh, I'm fasting, I'm doing this. No, this is supposed to be something secret between you and the Most High. You know what I'm saying? If it's between you and the Lord, shouldn't nobody else know. It's not no one else's business to know. You get what I'm saying? You get the point? Most High in Christ. Where we at? 35. Feast of Tabernacles. Was the next high holy day after that. Feast of Tabernacles, also known as the Feast of Booths. Okay, this feast day is for us to remember how we came out of the wilderness and we was living in the wilderness and we dwelled in booths and tents. You see what I'm saying? And the Lord always wanted us to hold that tradition forever, because those are the things that we had to go through out of that captivity of Egypt. So the Lord always wanted us to keep the Feast of Tabernacles, to uphold that tradition and understand how real this thing is. And this is, again, our culture. All right. This is, again, something that we was absolutely robbed from. You know what I'm saying? From the oppressor. You know what I mean? Like, black people is looked at like they silly and stupid and all of these things. They don't have no identity and things like this, when really you do have an identity. You just never known it because the oppressor took it from you. Now this is your time to learn, not only learn your identity, but apply it to your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Teach your children, like the Bible say, teach your generation and your children's children. You know what I'm saying? This is something how you break a generational curse by starting off with you. You get what I'm saying? Keep going.
35. On the first day shall be a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. All
right, so on every first day of any holy convocation, the Lord requires no work to be done. All right, in captivity, we under the oppressor. Our employers require us to work. We have to go. You know what I'm saying? We have to. And guess who's gonna suffer that punishment? Your employer. Your employer gonna suffer those things because he requires you to go. He makes it mandatory for you to go. You see what I'm saying? Your employer don't respect our high holy days. Oppressor don't respect our traditions and the lifestyle that we choose to keep, because this is our culture. Go ahead, Mashah.
I could, sure. So every brother and sister know we do have measures. Your employer needs to know, not be at work. We have letters we will give.
Most High in Christ, that's a good one. You know what I'm saying? If it oversees that and your employer still make you work, that punishment gonna be on your employer. The Lord gonna punish him. All right, keep going.
Verse 36, 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
Okay. So the reason how like the Lord is telling you don't do servile work on these days, take this day off. It's the same way how your oppressor look at it when he look at Memorial Day or Labor Day or Christmas or Thanksgiving. He say take it off. You see what I'm saying? To pay homage to that day, basically. You're paying homage to those days. For our lives, before the truth, we was paying homage to the oppressor days, man. Now we in the truth, it's time to pay homage to what we know is true, which is the Lord, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 37, these are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, a meat offering, a sacrifice, and a drink offering, everything upon his day.
All right, so you have a big feast day. You know what I'm saying? You bring food in, you bring drinks in. You know what I'm saying? Nobody comes empty-handed, and we have a good feasting party. You know, keep going. Always keeping it lawful, of course. You know, is that it on that? All right, we're gonna go into the Hebrew. We're gonna read the last little 7 verses. All right, we're gonna end it after that. Starting at 38.
Malabad, Shabbatha, Yahweh, Labada, Bathan Wath Yakum, Wama Labada, Cow, Nadar Yakum, Malabada, Cow, Nadab, Yakum, Ashar, Patha, Nawah, Layahawa, 39. Become Shah, Aishar, Yawam, Lakadash, Ashab Yaaya, Ba'a, Sapakam, Sabah, Wa'a, Ha'aratazah, Bakagawa, Akad, Kagah, Yahweh, Saba'ai, Yum, Bayawam, Harashwan, Shabbathwan, Waba Yawam, Hashem Yunya, Shabbathwan, verse 40. Wala Pakaf Pequah Ma Lakam Wayawam Hirashah Wan Hara Itazah Hadash Hadar Kapath Thamar Yum Wa'ain Pa Itazah Iba Wa'arab Ya Nakal Washum Kathum Lapun Ya Yahweh Al Hayakum Shabbat Yum 41 Wakagathum Athwa Kagas La Yahweh Shabbat Yum Bashan Ha Bashana Pequah Iwa Lawum Ladara for Yum Ka Lakum Wakadash Ashab Ya'aya the Kagawa Athwa 42 Basaka the Shabwa Shabbai Yum Cow Ha'azarak by Yasha'al by Ya Sha'al Yeshavwa Basakath 43 Lamai Anah Yada Iowa Garathi Yakum Kaya Basakawa Iwa Shabbathwa Bunya Yasha'al Bahawatazah Ya'ah Iowatham Ma'aratazah Matazarium Anaya Yahweh Eliakim. Verse 44. Wiyad Kabar Mashah Ath Ma'idayah Yahweh Al Bunyah Yasha'al.
Go ahead and go through these. Go ahead and start at 38.
This is Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye shall give unto the Lord, also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath.
Keep going.
Verse 40, and ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days.
All right, so basically these boughs and these trees and these branches, it's all gathered together to build a tabernacle. You know what I'm saying? Now, and outside in the wilderness, this is what we did. And the Lord wanted us to always remember this. Keep going.
Verse 41, and ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year, and it shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month.
Keep going.
Verse 42, ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths.
Okay, and this is still of the Feast of Tabernacles. This is why they call it Feast of Booths, because the children of Israel, they dwelled in those booths that they built in the wilderness. The Lord always wanted us to keep this tradition, to always remember how he got us out of the land of Egypt. Okay, keep going.
Verse 43, that your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God.
Literally, the Lord said, that your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. The Lord made these things. The Lord required us to do these things. He also required us to keep this tradition because he brought us up out of the land of Egypt. To come out of captivity is something huge. It is something to never ever forget. And it's something that Israelites, us, and we should never forget. If anybody know about captivity, it's going to be black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They are the foregoers of knowing about being enslaved and being in oppression. The Lord wants us to always remember this, because this right here is what freed us out the oppression that we were suffering. Okay, keep going.
Verse 44, and Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord.
And that's what Moses declared unto the children of Israel, the feast of the Lord. We went down every single feast that we had, got 7 of them. Okay, we got Sabbath service, we got the Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of First Fruits, Feast of Tabernacles, Day of Atonement, and I'm missing one. Blowing of the Trumpets. How did I forget that one? All right. Oh, Feast of Purim too. Salakia. 9 of them. Salakia. All right. But in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, it's going to show you all of the Lord's high holy days. All right. That being said, we're going to get ready to close it out. Men of Israel, Imagine, which means stand. Go ahead and blow the shapar. Yum yum, salt. Shama oil, salt.
Yashala.
Go ahead and blow the shapar. Now we're gonna go ahead and take the scroll. Go ahead and take this Awaji. All right, the men of Israel. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna salute the scroll. Start off with myself. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Christ.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Most High in Christ. Men of Israel, we're gonna come up. Every brother gonna salute the scroll.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
How about Shem Abishai Barak Yah?
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
High in Christ. Go raise them right. There you go. High in Christ.
Shabrak Yah.
How about Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah?
Hey, brother.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barak Yah.
Most High in Christ.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Christ.
How about Shem Yahweh Shabrak Yah?
Okay. Most High in Christ gonna come back up here and watch it. All right, you're gonna go ahead and blow the shapar. Katab. Go right into it.
Come like Dome, which means to turn and face to east. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakutah.
Malakutah.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Hasha.
Hasha.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawah.
Kawah,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Bashemayim,
Bashemayim,
Nathanael,
Nathanael,
Lakam,
Lakam,
Cal,
Cal,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalaknaw,
Wasalaknaw,
Kabawatinaw,
Kabawatinaw,
Kasalaknaw,
Kasalaknaw,
Kabawatinaw,
Kabawatinaw,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Baba'ayinaw,
Tabia'anaw,
Bana son of one,
David son of one,
Abal,
Abal,
Hawashaynaw,
Hawashaynaw,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Ra,
Ra,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Amalakwa,
Hamalakwa,
Wala'ala,
Wala'ala,
Wa'atha Parah,
Wa'ata'apurah,
La'awalamya,
La'awalamya,
Aman.
Aman. Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Akashta power in the Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Baba Kashah.
Baba Kashah.
Nathanael.
Nathanael.
Hakach.
Hakach.
Larapa'ah.
Larapa'ah.
Kal Makalah.
Kal Makalah.
Kal Madawa.
Kal Madawa.
Hakach.
Hakach.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarian.
Hamatazarian.
Hakach.
Hakach.
Lahakwayam.
Lahakwayam.
Hamathiam.
Hamathiam.
Hakach.
Hakach.
Al-Rakawat.
Al-Rakawat.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Lagar Shun.
Lagar Shun.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Tawada Aman.
Throughout our mind in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Ma'aka Allah.
Wa Ma'aka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabian.
Matazabian.
Alawat Yahana.
Alawat Yahana.
Ha Alawapian.
Ha Alawapian.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Ha Quatazayanyam.
Ha Quatazayanyam.
Ha Kayayayam.
Ha Kayayayam.
Wa Ha Akwathian.
Wa Ha Akwathian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Tawada Aman.
Throughout our mind in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahari.
Al-Hahari.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ashah.
Ashah.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathon.
Al-Yathon.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalkai.
Regalkai.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shemarkai.
Shemarkai.
Hanah.
Hanah.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashun.
Yayashun.
Shawamar.
Shawamar. Yasha'Allah. Yahweh. Shemarkai. Yahweh. Telzorkai. Al-Yah. Yemyelka. Yawamar. Hashemah. La'ah. Yakakah. Wayarak. Bayayela. Yahweh. Yashamarkai. Makorai. Yashamar. Apnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'afka. Wabawa'afka. Ma'athai. Wa'ai Awalam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. This time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Dalayamaka.
Al-Dalayamaka.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Dakharash.
Al-Blakia. Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Dakharash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awayabika.
Awayabika.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawan. Ra'ash.
Al-Amika.
Al-Amika.
Ya'arim Yamwa.
Ya'arim Yamwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayataya Watazu.
Wayataya Atazu.
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Amoria.
Amoria.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidu. Goya.
Magoya.
Wala'a Yazakar.
Wala'a Yazakar.
Shumya Sha'ala.
Shumya Sha'ala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Naiwa Tazawa.
Naiwa Atazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Awyaka.
Awyaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Zakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashamai. Alayam.
Alayam. Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Magorium.
Wahagorium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan. Wa'amalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Anya Shabia.
Anya Shabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar. Nalawa.
Amai.
Aiman.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Sarawat.
Sarawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salat.
Salat.
Aishalahum.
Aishalahum. Kamadian.
Kasayasa Ra'at.
Kasayasa Ra'at.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Manakal.
Manakal.
Kawashuan.
Kuyashwan.
Nashimadwa.
Nashimadwa.
Ba'ayanda Ra'at.
Ba'ayanda Ra'at.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adamba.
La'adamba.
Shayathumma.
Shayathumma.
Nadiyatmawa.
Nadiyatmawa.
Ka'arad.
Ka'arad.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakazabat.
Wakazabat.
Wakazal.
Wakatazal.
Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Kal Nashia Kamra.
Kal Nasi Yakumba.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amaria.
Amari.
Naira Shah.
Nair Rashad.
Nanawa.
Nanawa. Ah.
Nawa.
Na'awa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayathumma.
Shayathumma.
Kagogula.
Kagogula.
Kakwach.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Raraka.
Lapanya Rawaka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Tabaira Ya'ira.
Tabaira Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Harayum.
Harayum.
Kantara Datma.
Kanther Daka.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasat Wapaka.
Wabasa Wapaka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'ai.
Mala'ai.
Panyahum.
Panyahum.
Koyawam.
Qualawan.
Wayabakwashua.
Wayabakwasha.
Shumka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashua.
Yabashua.
Wayabahoya.
Wayabahoya.
Wayaga'ai.
Aja'ai.
Wayakaparia.
Wayakapari.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayada'awa.
Wayada'awa.
Kaya Atha.
Kaya Atha.
Shumka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Alkahar Ratazar.
Alkahar Ratazar. In the English, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
Lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
lift up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy enemies.
They have said,
They have said,
Come, and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Yasha'Allah
That the name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more
For
remembered.
they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Sure also joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
the
Kizon,
brook of Kizon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red
Make their nose like a red,
and like Zig.
and like Z.
Yea,
Yea.
or their princes
All the princes
as Zebul
Zebul,
and as Zalmunna,
and Zalmunna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in
the houses
possession.
of Yahweh
in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burning wood, and as the flame set of the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm, and fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So, go ahead and blow the shofar. Any brothers like to be anointed? You can set the scroll back. So, why you gonna stand to the left of me? I got it right here, don't worry. So, alright, I can. Yabaraki Yahweh.
Yabaraki Yahweh.
Washamarka.
Washamarka.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Auyaka.
Auyaka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yesha Yahweh.
Yesha Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Auyaka.
Auyaka.
Wayashamlika.
Wayashamlika.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim.
Bahashim.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Pagun.
Pagun.
Kazak.
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 Kazak. Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
Hum Yashala.
Hum Yashala.
Hum Yashala.
Hum Yashala.
Any other brothers like to get anointed? Any sisters like to get anointed? We'll go ahead and close it out. Men of Israel, I Majim Shabbat, I Majim Barak, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Barakatah, Yajmatah, Saw. We're going to give the sisters a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Majim Shabbat, I Majim Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatah Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yajmatah, dismiss. Grace, man. Good job, man. Way to work that out. Appreciate you, brother.